In this video, we'll be taking a look at my Black Series 6-inch collection as where it stands in July of 2024. I mentioned in my review of the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader here that I am now 100% caught up with having a video or review for the entirety of my Black Series collection. So I figured this would be a great milestone to showcase my entire collection again. I won't be doing a room tour, a collection tour, but for today we'll just be taking a look at Black Series. I will talk a little bit about some of the other lines as well. I did recently swap out my Clone Wars collection and this part of my Black Series collection. Probably in my last room tour video I had them swapped here. I think this looks pretty good. We'll start up here. So left side here is mostly heroes. There are some more villainous characters, I suppose, mixed in, like Jango Fett and Dengar. And I guess you can consider Boba Fett a villain in this case. Got some Lukes and Hans and Leia's, 3PO, R2-D2. Both Dr. Aphra's. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but BT1 is in between Aphra and 000 there. You can kind of see his dome back there. Heir to the Empire Luke and Mara Jade here. I did recently get the Last Command 4-pack. I have not opened it yet. I will be doing the video for that here soon. We have Dengar, Boba Fett. Trying to get most of the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters together, even though this is a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. I do plan to get Bosk here soon, since he was, or he is getting a re-release. And once I get him, I do hope to get Zuckuss and 4-LOM at some point. Thankfully, they're not too hard to get a hold of. 4-LOM you could still find for below retail. Have the Clone Wars and Book of Boba Fett, Cad Bane there. Two solid action figures. Hera crouched down on the front here. Same with Koshka Reeves. Looks pretty good. The re-release of Jango Fett there. Both him and his original, I think, are great. Something a little unique about them. The Death Watch Mandalorian. Very impressed with that action figure. Of all the generic Mandalorians that Hasbro has released for both 3 3/4 inch and Black Series in recent years, I think this Death Watch Mandalorian is my favorite. Really like that blue he has, and the engineering for the action figures has been fantastic. The joints are all fluid. Nothing really feels soft on him for the plastic. It's just a remarkable action figure. We have Black Chris Stanton back there. Takes up a lot of space. It's a great Wookiee to have for the collection. Bo-Katan there. I think her and Koshka Reeves look pretty good together. We have Galen Merrick, or Vader's apprentice. I did manage to get that lightsaber blade to stay a little better on the hilt. I know when I did the review for that, I mentioned that it doesn't really work too well. I think I got it in a good, stable position now. You have the Emperor's Royal Guard back there. Pre-Vizsla. Really like this character and the action figures of him. It's one of those characters in all the action figures that Hasbro has produced of him. It never fails to impress me. And the Maul Mandalorian back there. Saj Ventress. Fennec Shan. I know this really isn't her decor so much, but that was about the best spot I could put her in. And she was the very first Black Series figure I reviewed on the channel a little over 2 years ago now. Had the Magna Guard, Morgan Elsbeth there, and the HK-87 droid beside her. Just from some of the scenes I have watched for like Tales of the Empire, for instance, seems like she only keeps one droid around her at all times. I know she shows up in the Mandalorian, and of course in Ahsoka. I haven't seen enough of it to know if she has like an entire squad of HK droids around her or just one or two at a time. And the Phantom Menace Darth Maul back there. That's the original from 2013. We have the Sith Apprentice Maul. Fantastic action figure. Would like to get him in a more dynamic stance, but for now, it's about the best I can do. Then we have the B1 Battle Droid here. Unfortunately, the legs on my sample are not very stable, and he has a habit of wanting to fall over, so keeping him in the crouching pose seems to be about the best I can do. Do hope to knock out some more of these Clone Wars action figures here soon. We've been working at it. The back here is mostly clones. We have Delta Squad, then the generic Republic Commando. At some point I do hope to do a comparison video between the Black Series Delta Squad and the 3 3/4 inch ones. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Hot Toys Delta Squad here soon. It's really tempting to get. Scorch for the Bad Batch has been announced already. The 5 main Bad Batch there from the Clone Wars. I do not have Omega. To be honest, I'm not sure if I will get Omega. It's not really an interesting enough character to me. Perhaps someday. Then we have the Bad Batch Rex with them. Some of the Jedi, then Padme and Anakin here. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That is the Figure Arts Obi-Wan. I do not have the Black Series one. This was during the time where Figure Arts generally had the better looking and better quality action figures than Black Series. But if I do happen to find the Black Series Phantom Menace Obi-Wan, I probably will get that. Mace Windu there. Clone Wars Ahsoka. Attack of Clones Obi-Wan. I do hope to get the Archive Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan at some point. Not too hard to get a hold of, but it's one of those ones it's like, I'll get it whenever the time comes. Some more Ahsoka's there. Ayla Secura. I do hope to get the Kiadi Monday at some point. Revenge of the Sith Anakin. It's the archive version. Alongside Luke. The Jabba's Palace version. Rebels Ahsoka. Some ARC troopers there, like Captain Fordo and then the Umbra Operative. Phase 2 clone, the one that comes with the battle droid. Then the Phase 1 clone. Imperial Shock Clone Trooper. It's a pretty nice figure. Then what is that? The Elite Corps soldier or something like that. I know it's not a clone inside. They're just regular enlisted guys. The battle damaged Darth Vader. And some stormtroopers. Incinerator Trooper. And we're getting into some officers. Of course, Empire Strikes Back Vader there. Tarkin and Tala and generic Imperial officer Thrawn. Do hope to get General Veers again at some point. I used to own that action figure, but I ended up parting ways with him. Wish I didn't, but that's how it goes. Unfortunately, he's not the hardest action figure to get a hold of. Not mind getting Pia at some point as well. He's a fairly easy action figure to get a hold of. Then we're getting to some Sith, plus Kirkino's there. That was mistakenly named as Karner Jax. Some extra Vaders. This one here is the one that comes with the 40th anniversary of A New Hope stand. And then the one back here is the one I reviewed on the channel as the single release. I have Revan and Malik there. They look really good side by side. Dooku and Maul again, interrogation droid. And of course, Palpatine. Well, that's the bulk of my Black Series collection. And now we'll take a look at some of the other shelves where they're scattered about. We have General Grievous on my CIS shelf right here. Then we have the Mon Mothma from Andor. And then A New Hope Leia. I really hope we get that Mon Mothma in TBC at some point. It's a really good action figure. And I think that would be a definitive Revenge of Sith, Andor, and any other media as well. I can make a figure of her and then have it as definitive for all those media sources. We have some clones. There's Commander Fox, Commander Cody, and Commander Bly back there. Hasbro did recently pipeline Commander Bakara. It's a very exciting action figure to get. Here we have Commander Wolf, 501st clone, and the clone captain. And this is the bulk of my clone trooper collection. And here we got the Stormtroopers. We have the Sand Trooper there. The Stormtrooper Commander. And for here, that is the Figure Arts A New Hope Leia. Then behind her is the archive version of Bouche Leia. Yeah, I still kept that scene just about the same as when I did the video about, what was it, about 8 months ago now. Have the Slave Leia there. Then the first release of Bouche Leia. Return of the Jedi Vader. And then for this side, I have the Figure Arts Revenge of the Sith Anakin. Still a fantastic figure. Here we have Zalbar, Jedi Revan, and then Jaina Solo. And we have Nihilus and Malgus. Nihilus should be a much larger action figure. So you can see he's, or Malgus kind of dwarves him. That shouldn't be the case. And Malgus may very well be one of the best Black Series action figures Hasbro ever produced. We have IG-88 there. Then Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. We'll be doing the Republic Elite Forces videos soon. Really like to show off some of these Mandalorians. Black Series Shae Vizsla would be nice. But last but not least, I have the Black Series Bastila over here. I figured she looks really good beside Revan there, and there's not really a need to switch her spots. Looks really good. And just a few of the Hot Toys figures. I do have videos for all three of these on the channel. Of course, Slave 1. But that's all my Black Series collection. Of course, I would still be adding to it every now and then, but I would say I'm pretty happy with how everything is. Don't have anything on pre-order as of now. But there are a few I'm eyeing here and there that I've mentioned throughout the video. Plus one that comes to mind is the rocket firing Stormtrooper from Fallen Order. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my Black Series collection. At some point I do hope to do a complete room tour. Right now I don't have everything 100% set up as how I want it. That will happen in time. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate all your support. And check out some of the links in the description if you haven't done so already. Of course, as always, thanks for watching.